Good morning guys, Crypto Casino here. Today's video we're going to talk about these particular projects that I'm super bullish on. I'm bullish on all three of these projects, and even ApeSwap. I do believe that you can't go wrong in terms of prices. Yeah, so we're going a bit on UTRUST and some little bits of news with them guys. Highly suggest if you're from UTRUST, listen to what I've got to say about VABBLE. I'm getting super excited personally with VABBLE. Yeah. And then we're going to go on about, there was a sort of a whale dump, you might as well say. Some guy bought in and sold, made a few $1,000s in a matter of a week, in and out, so to speak. So in one sense, good luck to you guys that do that. But at the same time, you can sort of damage projects like that. Yeah. So it's all right making a bit of money, but do it with Bitcoin or Ethereum, where they've got masses of liquidity and you're not hurting them. Yeah. But that being said, AXION, it got bought up pretty quick. At least half the amount got bought back up. So it's just proving a point how strong the AXION community is as well. Yeah. So getting back to the beginning of the video, and I'm going to go through the top, I think, and then click off of them as I do. But stay tuned for when I'm going on about VABBLE, because I'm getting super bullish with VABBLE, and I'll explain that why. Yeah. But back to UTRUST first of all. So if you don't know what UTRUST is, I've always said UTRUST is the PayPal of crypto, but it's going to be a lot more. Yeah, it really is going to be a lot more. I done a video the other day. UTRUST is soon to be xMONEY. So let's just go over to the tweet thing for a minute. Yeah, right. Soon to be xMONEY. They partnered with Elrond, and Elrond now is Multiverse X. So I would check that out as well. But at this moment in time, it's a little bit quiet in the crypto world. And for why? Look, we've got the World Cup going at the moment. The Americans, and happy Thanksgiving for you guys the other day. It was Thanksgiving. It's the weekend. You know, not everyone is full focused on crypto. Yeah. So even myself, after I've done this video, I'm going to go out, do a bit of shopping, and maybe do a bit of online gaming this afternoon, and just have a chill out weekend, watch some films. Yeah, I'd like to be saying watch VABBLE, but at the moment it's like watch Netflix, isn't it? Yeah, so that is that. So going back to UTRUST for a minute. So as I said, I've done a video, I think the other day. I've been in UTRUST since day one. I still hold a bag of UTRUST, and at this current price, I'm gradually DCAing more. Yeah, stacking my bag up more. Now, for a disclaimer, I sold some around about the 80-cent mark, I believe. Took profit. Yeah, but I still hold a bag, and if this goes back down to half a cent, I will be going full blown back in again. But I don't think we're going to see half a cent UTRUST again. You know, that was very, very lucky, so to speak. So with UTRUST, in terms of price predictions, you can expect a 10x again, you know, quite easily. So that'd be like 94 cent. Yeah, next bull run. So in other words, it's a heck of a lot better than in your bank account. In years to come, you could see a couple of dollars UTRUST, more and more people that come into crypto. As we can see at the moment, the market cap of 877 billion. Obviously, this is on CoinGecko, so don't quote me if this is correct. But if you go back to the bull run in early 2018, Jan 2018, we had a market cap of about 800 billion. So we're more or less back to the market cap that we had back then. Yeah. So yeah, it's very, very quiet at the moment. You know, Gwei at the moment is very low on the Ethereum network. You know, 10 Gwei as I'm doing this video. But yeah, it's so many factors out there at the moment where investors have, say, pulled their money out, or they're just holding their bags and seeing what's what. Yeah. So I highly suggest, you know, UTRUST, definitely give them a look and go through it. The Portuguese or Portugal FinTech report, you can come over to subscribe to UTRUST's Twitter, and then just scroll down and you'll find like the Madeira blockchain conference that you can have a snap at. These are good educational things to read up on, guys. Yeah, so it gives you a little bit in the know of what's what, Web3, you know, fintech, and stuff like that. So obviously you can come here, click on this, and then you can download the full report. I'm not going to do that now. I'll do this later. But just a quick little snippet here. The Portugal FinTech report brings to you the Portuguese scene, providing the industry statistics, the insights of experts, real examples of collaboration, and the top of fintech startups in Portugal, right? So it's worth a read at the end of the day, right? And as I said, at the moment with the World Cup, Thanksgiving, it's going to be a bit quiet out there at the moment. So UTRUST's price at the moment, let's quickly scroll down before I move on to VABBLE. As I said, all-time high was $1.18, and it's almost 5 years ago, but I believe last year, was it? See, I'll get mixed up with the years, been in so bloody long now. Right, let's go back. 2021, so April, we went up to nearly 90 cents back in May 2021, right? So at that price there, as I said, 90 cents, you're sort of more or less looking at a 10x, even there. So UTRUST will do this again and again and again, to be honest, You just got to wait for the next bull run. Now, I know that there's some analysts out there saying that, we're not having a bull run, for X, Y amount of years, 10 years or whatever. I personally don't believe that, because at the end of the day, what the current situation is in the world and all the rest of it, me as an investor, you pull your money out of stocks and bonds and all that ain't worth nothing, and crypto is your best bet, I mean, look, UTRUST is up 3.5% in 24 hours, going by CoinGecko. So point being is, if you'd put $10,000 in the bank yesterday, how long would it take you to earn 3.5%, And once what I call the masses start realising that your money in the bank is absolutely worthless, and as long as you come into projects that are trustworthy, that have been around a while, that you're going to make a lot more money, So the reason why I'm going on about these projects, guys, because to me, they're all a bit time sensitive. Like, you got UTRUST, January is going to, be, offering a debit card, and along with the Multiverse X, which is Elrond and stuff like that. So there's a lot going on there. VABBLE, this is what we're going to go on about now, the DAO and staking and stuff. That should be by the end of the Q4. So Q4, we're talking 4 weeks, 4 weeks away, and then you're going to be able to, the beta goes live, and stuff like that. So it's bullish news with that. AXION, in a couple of days' time, on the 29th, we've got, I think it's Tuesday next week, where we're making the contract immutable, the core contract and the accelerator and stuff, and we're going about the price movement on that in a minute as well, So this is why I'm going on about these projects now. I hate to say it this way, but I hate YouTubers that tell you afterwards, after the news, oh look, this has gone up 200% or 500%. Well, why not, if they believe that that's going to, why not tell you in the beginning, So I'm not going to rant on, but basically, UTRUST, 10x, no problem, in my personal opinion. Not financial advice, though, you got to do your own due diligence, and DCA in, that's the sensiblest thing to do. VABBLE, right? So, this came out November 24th, couple of days back. Right, further details will be released in the coming days, including a detailed look into why our staking is different and low risk. This is important given the current climate, 6% APR, Look, in a bank, you can't even get, I don't think, 1% at the moment, So, that to me is absolutely brilliant, in terms of if it's a low risk, etc., etc. But VABBLE itself, this is the bit wrap your heads around, it's less than 0.5 cent at the moment. So if this went to 1.2 cent, that's a 10x on where it is at the moment, Now VABBLE was seen what I call erratic price movement. It goes up, goes down, goes up, goes down, goes up, goes down, because you've got traders, you've got bots, the smart contracts, and quite a few of them have actually lost money because they haven't timed it right. But I'm not going to go on about that today. VABBLE has been 22 cent, over a year ago. Now I must stipulate that VABBLE, when that went to 22 cent, all of the tokens wasn't unlocked. At this moment in time, all the tokens max supply is out there, 1.4 billion tokens. Circulating is 1.1 billion. Market cap at the moment is a ridiculous 1.5 million. Obviously, I'm just going by what CoinGecko's saying. If you deep dive, it could be a little bit wrong, but 1.5 million. So most projects in a bull run, anything over, I would say 50 million market cap is what you call a medium size project. Yeah, not even a medium size. Yeah, 50 million market cap. So this is showing you how much room VABBLE has got. Yeah. Comparing this to one of the other projects I'm in as well, Electronium. Electronium's got 21 billion supply. Yeah, Electronium has been 20 cent before. Yeah, so this has got something like, well, I don't know what, 10, 12, 14 times less supply. Yeah, so just doing maths on that. What is VABBLE? Yeah, it's a social entertainment built for web-free film. Yeah, but it's different. Yeah, you're going to be able to co-watch. Yeah, you're going to be able to vote on what films you want to watch. You're going to be able to just pay for what you want to watch. You're going to be able to stake your tokens and earn rewards for it. Yeah, you're going to be able to a bit like Uber Eats. So imagine that you and a friend from the other side of the world's watching something, and you decide you want to treat your loved one that's the other side of the world or something to something to eat. You know, you're going to be able to do that on here. You know, and they're doing a heck of a lot more as well. Yeah, I've done quite a lot of videos on VABBLE, so I highly suggest going back through some of my videos and seeing what I've said about them. Yeah, the team, you know, there's quite a few in the team now. James, the CEO and the founder, and then Muddy's CTO and co-founder. Muddy's also a developer. And you've got Mo, back-end developer. You've got Daniel, front-end. Yeah, DT, Gopher. You know, they're building and building and building. Yeah, you've got Stefan. You know, I speak to Stefan quite a bit, and Rags. You know, they're in the Telegram. Yeah. So, Deep Dive just came on board not so long ago. So, I'm invested in this. I'm not just reading a script. Yeah. At the moment, we're on quarter 2 to quarter 4. Private access to VABBLEs. Yeah, that's ongoing at the moment. Yeah. Revenue and system deployment, NFT marketplace, and the beta goes live. Yeah, so when that goes live, I do gather that we're going to be able to play around, watch some, you know, preloaded films and stuff. Don't quote me on how this is going to work, because I don't even know at the moment. And then on top of that, we've got the staking. The staking, I do believe, goes live along with the beta. So that's what I like. I like my stake medium rare personally. But that being said, check VABBLE out, yeah, because I really do think at the moment, and I've bashed on about this for quite some time, obviously you've got to do your due diligence. Any single project out there, even the biggest projects, as we know, like Terra Luna and, you know, Solana and all the rest of it, any project can go kaput. I'm just going by my information, what I know, and provided VABBLE ticks all these boxes, yeah, this is a very good investment in my personal opinion. Right, getting on, so I'll click off of these, see how efficient I am there. Right, I had to do some fresh new lines. If you head over to the AXION Discord and scroll up, I don't know, about 5-6 days back when we was sort of, I think we was here on the red. I put a couple of arrows in, and then I put a line across at the 2. I can't get exactly on the 2 level. I've tried. It's like 1998, but basically at the 2. And when we was down here on the red, I've done a couple of lines saying, like, over the next few days, it's gonna dump, and I put a couple of green lines in to hit the 2. Now, it was doing exactly what I said there, yeah, until we had one person that I believe it was one person that started this roll down. They sold like 1 billion and a little bit, 1,100,000, something like that, in terms of the AXION. Yeah, but what they've done is they bought it a week or so previous. Yeah, so it was someone that came in, yeah, sold the news, sold the rumor, or whatever you call it, and then, you know, without giving a shit, so to speak, just dumped it back down. Yeah. But you look at the wick, so it brought it down to here, and straight away, what I always bash on about is now we're above the quadruple 1, provided we don't get any other bad actors that just do like billions dumping. The quadruple 1 is our healthy, what I call healthy support, right? Now the reason why I say that is because now AXION, you know, the new pair is the AXION USDC on ApeSwap, yeah, previous to this trading, these trading pairs here, we was on sushi swap. So I go by this chart now. I forget past charts. And the reason why the quadruple one is important, because as we came in, the previous charts, we always sort of bounce around that area, yeah, as what I call our lows. But as you can see, come on ape swap, then we had a whale there, done 2 billion dump, got bought back up, and then over time it went down. But then last week, as we're having the news on, let's get rid of that. All right. As we was having the news on the immutable contract and other various factors, we see momentum coming back into play. Yeah, now we had like 31,000 trading volume the other day. Look, it's only $412 at the moment, and that goes back to World Cup, that goes back to weekend, that goes back to this, that, and the other. And look, nice little fish here, or someone like has just bought another 1 million there. Look, for $16 at the moment. So anyway, so getting back to this, so that got eaten up quite healthily. So as you can see, that's what you call a wick, if you don't know what that is. So that means that got wicked back up to about there, yeah. So it got more or less eaten half of it back up, yeah. And then obviously now we've had a bit of a sell-off, a little bit of a buy. So I personally think, provided we can stay more or less in these two lines at the moment, yeah, in these two lines, you like my little bit of drawing there, it's healthy, yeah. Now, if we do bounce down and stay in between these two lines, it's still okay, yeah, because of the current conditions we're in. As I said, we've got news on the 29th, so I believe that's going to be live streamed on the AXION official YouTube, and you're going to be able to see, I do believe, don't quote me on this, but I do believe that's when the contract becomes immutable. So you might actually see some buy orders come in just before, but be prepared, you know, don't buy it as it's really, really pumping. Yeah, maybe just dollar cost average again, in case you miss out, but don't throw all your guns in, just in case it's another buy the news, sell the rumour. But AXION is going nowhere, guys. AXION is designed to be here 15 years plus, yeah. You've got so much that is staked for 15 years. Yeah, you've got so many diamond hands in AXION, yeah. And personally speaking, it's fantastic. And even with this dump, it's up 34% in 1 week. Go back 3-4 days ago, because the way the markets calculate it and stuff like that, at one point it's 250% up. Well, you can just see from here, you go back from here up to that point there, you know, it's juicy gains at the end of the day. Yeah, my AXION dashboard, in case you're new to AXION, so you just cut all the projects I'm talking about today will be in the description below in this video. Accelerator, probably ain't had any buys in that at the moment. Nope, so it's at 100%. Using the accelerator, you get bonuses. I've done a video on this, how to buy in the accelerator, and you get a free collider when you buy through the accelerator, and you drag and drop in it. I've done a video on that, so watch that. But mistaking, dropped by a couple of $100. This is $1,400 the other day, because obviously we had that bit of sell-off. But at one point, this was only, I don't know, about $700, something like that. So over time, this is my YouTube wallet, what I'll show you guys. I have other wallets with loads of stakes in, and if you go back, I don't know, about a week ago, or not even a week ago, maybe 3-4 days ago when I've done a video, I try and show this as much as I can at the moment, so this gives you an idea that if you are staking AXION, your rewards, what you get in, etc. Yeah, so as you can see, interest on this. So these are gradually going up. This couple of days ago was 56,000, I think, something like that. Yeah. So look, $1.04, $1.04, $1.88. Yeah, doesn't sound a lot, but AXION 10x's, then that $1.88 becomes $18. Yeah, just at this moment in time. Now I've got interest being paid, yeah, up until October the 19th, 2023 on this one. All right. So the other interesting fact that I want to point out to you is you can stake, you know, for just 3 months if you want. You can stake for 2 or 3 days. I think in the accelerator it's a minimum 3 months. But if you look at this stake I've done here, look, 9th of November to the 25th of February. So about 3 months roughly, yeah, that I've done this. And so far my interest is the same as this one, because the principal is the same, 20 million, 20 million, yeah. But obviously come February, this one, then I get 2 weeks to withdraw. Otherwise you do get a penalty. Yeah, 2 weeks is plenty of time. So my suggestion is screenshot your stakes, pin it to the wall so you don't forget when your time is up as well. Yeah, you do get a couple of weeks grace, so that's good in that respect. So as you can see, October next year, and this is what I call ladder staking. Yeah, so the more stakes you got, doesn't matter how much you got, you know, even if it's like 1 million AXION, you know, or 500,000, and you're doing loads of stakes as and when you can afford to. Yeah, eventually over time you're going to get to a stage that maybe on a weekly basis you're at that stage then that you can constantly withdraw. Yeah, and then what you do with that money is entirely up to you. You might take the interest as the profit and restake your principal, or you might take your principal out, restake your interest at that time. Yeah, or you might just cash out at that time, whatever you guys think is best, you know. Right, I think, no, let's just do banana swap, ape swap, I mean. Yeah, right, so ape swap and banana. Yeah, that's the other thing I wanted to go on about. So let's just quickly go to here. So when I was talking about impermanent loss the other day, as I said, if you watch the video I've done the other day, this was worth about $136 the other day, and I think this was worth $60. So as the price of AXION goes down or goes up, this fluctuates as well. Yeah, but it doesn't alter the fact that I've earned 3.6 million AXION for roughly $100 stake that I'd done whenever I'd done it, you know, probably 6 weeks, 8 weeks ago, something like that. Don't quote me on the time, but that's that. So, but what you're going to be able to do when this finishes, and I don't know when this finishes, so if you're going to do it, I would do it right now, basically, if you're going to do it, yeah, because this could finish at any time. Because what's going to happen is you're going to be able to do something along these lines: treasury bills, right? Now, treasury bills, yeah, treasury bills allows users to access tokens at a discount in an exchange for providing liquidity, yeah. Each treasury bill is a unique NFT that represents the contract and its respective reward tokens, yeah, which basically vest over a certain amount of time. So in other words, now don't quote me on this because I don't know the discount rate or how it's going to work with AXION, but let's just use this one as an example. So let's say you wanted to buy some AXION at the moment on the cheap. So you'd come over here, so to speak, or wherever you've got to go, and have it as a treasury bill. Yet again, I don't know how it works at the moment, but the main thing is you'll get a discount. So you might have a 13%, 15% discount, but you've got to hold your AXION the vesting time, meaning the amount of time it's locked up for until you can then take your tokens out. All right. So I think there's a lot more that's going to happen with that. So I can't really say too much on that myself because I don't know, and that's the truth. But I would highly suggest watching AXION on the 29th. That could change because at the end of the day, AXION is a community run token, which I think is great. I love community tokens. Why? Because you don't have single entities like that, SBF, you know, FTX. You don't have all that crap at the end of the day. You can vote stuff in, vote stuff out, and all the rest of it. Yeah. So I highly suggest checking out all the videos done today. Like, subscribe, share. Have a nice weekend, and as always, be lucky in crypto, and peace out.